Please state your name.
James Young.
And are you a retiree of PSSU SEIU Local 668?
Yes.
How long have you been retired?
7 years. Well, prior to retiring, I was working for SEIU 668.
Okay.
I was a business agent, and before that, I was the political director. And my general association with the union is over 20 years, 24 years. What attracted me first to go to work for PSSU from SEIU 668 was the fact that it was a union that was run by its members and which was politically progressive, not only about labor issues in the narrow sense, but also the issues that we affect or that affect us as union people, but also as citizens. We had a very close relationship for some years, for instance, with the Welfare Rights Organization. The original membership, or at least the leadership, and lots of the membership of the union included in their first demands from the employer benefits for their clients as well as for themselves. And there was a real social change commitment. Of course, the courts took care of that and decided, no, you can't negotiate about such things unless your employer wants to, and good grief, the employer just doesn't want to do that. You know, the difference is enormous. It means whether you have any power at all where you work, any voice or power. Without a union, you have no voice, unless it's maybe a suggestion box, and you certainly don't have power unless you're incredibly highly skilled and they must have you, and that's almost never the question, of course. In the non-union setting, any benefit you get, real or imagined, is a favor, other than a few that are given by law against discrimination. And, but you can be fired for no reason at all, for instance. I used to say you can be fired for hardly any reason. Well, legally, you can be fired for no reason at all. You know, I don't want you to show up anymore after tomorrow. Why? I just don't want you to show up. You know, you're done here. That's all they have to say just to make sure you don't come back, you know. With the union, you've got a contract, and that's huge. People who've had and worked under contracts for a long period of time tend, I think, to assume that that's given. You know, that's a given in a work site. It ain't. And it defines what can be done to, for, and about you, and what cannot, and what you can do yourself and have agreed not to do. And of course, you're going to make more money and have higher benefits. And that's been true all through the years. If you have a union, you have a voice and you have some power. If you don't have a union, you have neither. Maybe a suggestion.